Howdy folks, and welcome to another episode of Stanley and the Sea Can. So today I thought we'd talk a little bit about how to load magazines. So these aren't clips, by the way, as we know. These are mags, or clip mags, or whatever you want to call them, or some sort of evil weapons of mass destruction. The good old famous clip mag. So there's kind of three ways to load any of these. This is your Stanag mags, this is your Glock mags up here. So you got some cartridges, you got an empty mag. So you could load them by hand with your thumbs, which kind of can hurt after a while, depending on what kind of volume of shooting you're doing. Then you've got yourself a TNA branded, simple little piece that's intermediate priced. And then you've got the Maglulas on the edge here. And so I thought we'd do a quick little demo and show how everything works. So, as you know, if you're going to put a cartridge in a magazine for a Stanag or any sort of 5.56, these are blanks obviously, you can just kind of push them in the top. There's different ways to do it. You can push it straight down. You can kind of just barely hook it in the edge of the feed lip there and slide it back. All these different ways, and of course you can do the good old tap at the end. But after a while, you might make your fingers sore. So, especially with these pinned mags, as we have pins here. So this is pinned to 5, of course, for our Canadian laws. So the last round sometimes can be quite challenging. And the spring, this rivet here on the inside, sticks in. It could stick in 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch on the inside. It has like a little flare. So that can get hung up on that big windy spring that's inside of there, right? So it could make it rather difficult to push the cartridges down. So what we came up with was kind of a simple, cheap solution here, where you can, if you look down on the inside of this bad boy, you can see the little plunger finger. I'll get my pointing arrow out. Little plunger finger thing here, and in behind there's a little dingleberry. You can kind of see it there with the light. Little dingle nut there, where it pushes on the back of the mag. It goes down on the inside and forces you to not put the cartridge in too far. So what we could do, find the easiest way to do this, is we just kind of lift it up just a little bit, drop your cartridge in there. It's going to go to the back, touch the dingleberry, and then you push it down and it goes in. So again, nice and easy. And then if you need to use more force, or you've got some pain in your hands, you could use your whole hand on top of it, or whatever you need to do. So basically this thing gets the job done. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing fast, but it's cheap, down dirty. Give them away, lose them, it's no big deal. Then how that compares to a Maglula. This is, you know, the Ferrari of mag loading type things here for Canada. So it clips into the mag catch there, and it locks in nice. And this is a little faster. You just kind of walk it forward, right? So you drop one in, walk this, drop it in, walk this. So nice and easy, but you're going to pay for this thing because they are expensive. You probably feel bad if you lost it. And yeah, then once you're done, you can just kind of push this button here, and off she comes, and away you go. So that's kind of briefly, I guess, how you could load a Stanag mag to 5 rounds. Of course, this will work to anything that's of this platform. This is like an AR style mag that has this little catch here. Where I guess, I'm not sure how well this would work on some sort of a mag that didn't have that mag catch slot on there. But our solution is a little bit more generic, more simplified, more generic. But yeah, still gets the job done. So this will work on any size. So this is a 30 round body pinned to 5. You can have 10 rounds pinned to 5, 20 rounds pinned to 5, 30s, 40s. Then there's the drums up to 100 rounds or 120 in some cases. And they're all kind of the same. You can load them all up the same way. When it comes to a 9mm, this is our standard Glock 17 mag, I believe. And the way it would work, you could, same thing, right? You could push it in with your hands. These ones you can't really push down through the center. The feed lips are too tight. So you got to kind of push it in the front and go back. Maybe you get 2 hands in there. You know, you're kind of trying to fight it. Do this, do that. It's slidey. Not such a big deal. But you got some simple little mag loader like this. We can squish it down, drop a cartridge in, slide it back, push it down, slide a cartridge in, slide it back. So it does take some of the pressure off your fingers, makes it a little bit easier. No biggie. This is obviously a pistol mag, pinned to 10, or yeah, pinned to 10 was 17, but that's kind of how that works. Nice and simple. Should work on anything. And here's a Maglula. So again, the high dollar value. It is faster. It is a slicker design, but you pay for it. So maybe you're going to feel bad if you you leave this thing at the range, or you lend it to a buddy and he breaks it or something, right? It shouldn't break, but it's got lots of little fancy moving parts and things, right? Yeah, like they're pricey, they're expensive. You're gonna have one in your mag bag, but what if you've got 2 mag bags, different calibers, all that kind of good stuff? Maybe you want some other options that are cheaper. Who knows? You can give them out to your friends, leave it at the range, whatever you want to do. If it only costs a couple bucks, it's no biggie, right? But yeah, that's kind of our solutions to loading magazines. Ever popular, and well, it's something we all got to do, right? Load them up to practice. I don't mind doing them the first couple rounds by hand, I guess, but by the end it does get tight, right? I guess since we got mags in hand here, you can see the follower comes up, and this little dingleberry here is going to trick your on a pistol. Anyway, this will grab your slide and lock it back. With these rivets, again, there's like that big zigzag spring on the inside of this thing, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so if it jumps over underneath this spring, you may not get enough pressure for the top. So you might see something like your follower is stuck down like that, even when there's no pressure on it. So that's going to cause a failure to feed for your last round, or it won't catch your slide. So what we would do for that is recommend just kind of maybe taking the bottom plate off if you can, and check the inside, make sure that spring is okay. And the same for these bigger Stand-Ag mags. And this works for, we've got 308 versions and everything else too, right? So it's all the same kind of deal. But if you don't have proper spring pressure on the inside of these things, then you could definitely have failure to loads. And with an AR mag, the little dingleberry that triggers your mag catch, or sorry, your bolt catch on an empty mag, is this little guy right here. He kind of pokes up and clicks up the mag catch, or the bolt catch, sorry. Clicks it up, and then it catches your bolt before it can go through and strip the next round. So that's kind of Magazines 101, and some simple options how to load them up. So much. And as Grandma once said, it's like, if everywhere you go smells like shit, have you ever thought to check your own shoes? Thanks.